Hi, everybody. I am so excited to be bringing you the first Impact Talks hosted by Hope for the Abused and Battered in 2021. We are going to be having a wonderful woman. Um, she's Mrs. Victorine Ndikum, founder of the Victorine Ndikum Foundation for Single Parents. Okay, you see how I'm excited, I'm almost nervous. So before I bring her in, I'm just going to put some pictures, share some pictures with us. And then, well, I'll bring her in and then we will go for 1 good hour. Just hold it with me, right? You know, we are always learning how to do this tech stuff. And when you are so excited, you're almost nervous. This is what I have. These pictures were taken at the launch of her foundation last year in December, and I was there. So that's me, and that's Harriet, paying so much attention to what she was saying. So she's such a wise woman. I'm so honored to know her. And this is she's going to explain to us, the program director, and there was a beautiful cake. It was just so wonderful. We were over like 40 people there, right? Okay, so there we go. Kindly join me. Welcome the one and only Auntie Vicky. And I wish I knew where I am able to share. But let's go on and then, I don't know. I think it's live on the Hope for the Abused and Battered page. And maybe those who are watching can also share this. I don't really know how to share this and I'm getting nervous. So Auntie Vicky, please come and help me. Start.
It's okay. It's okay. It's
Hello,
okay.
Auntie Vicky.
We are just chilling and just having a conversation, really. So don't worry about anything.
Thank you, Auntie Vicky, for helping me relax. I know we are going to have a wonderful conversation.
Yes.
And there's a lot you're going to share with us that would help so many of us. When I mean so many of us, is because I'm a single parent myself. And even people who help single parents, you know, their families. Sometimes they don't even understand the challenges we go through. And some people give up, some people rush into situations they would not have rushed into just because they don't want that stigma or that label single parent. So I'm just so grateful to know you and to have you today. Uh, you know, I learned a word from Iyala Vanzat. She says wise woman. And she said wise woman comes as a result of age and as a result of experiences in life. By every
Yes.
account, you are a wise woman. And for me, you are. So when I'm talking to wise women, I listen. I don't talk too much. I normally can talk too much, but when I'm talking to a wise woman, I just listen. So I want to listen to you today. I want you to share all your wisdom tips with us. I want you to talk to us like your sisters, your younger sisters, your daughters, your sons, you know, who are single parents. I want you to tell us about your own journey and why we shouldn't give up and what we can do. And of course, what your foundation is about and what are your projects and prospects. And I just know that I'm hanging on with you. Welcome, Auntie Vicky.
Thank you so much. What an introduction. What an introduction, Marie. First of all, I just want to appreciate you for giving me this platform. you know, to express and to say something about the Victorine Ndikum Foundation. I am so honored for me to be here today. And for those who are listening to us, I say you're welcome. And those who are still about to click on, it's going to be an amazing platform that you'll be able to know. A lot of people don't know who I am. A lot of people don't know my vision. A lot of, until I've here today that Marie, hope for the abused, you know. I'm so glad and I'm honored to be here today. And thank you so, so much, Marie. I'm so grateful. Where you want me to start? I don't even know where to start. There's so much things, but what we want to do is that I'll introduce myself. My name is Victorine Ndikum Mundi, and I live in London, and I've got 3 kids, 3 grown-up children in their 30s, and it hasn't been an easy journey, but I have a lot of things to say about, because after getting married for 16 years, I became a single parent. And that's why that journey was not a smooth sailing to me. And at the end of the day, during my journey, I said it will be very, very important for me to create an awareness concerning the single parent. So I decided to start this Victorine Ndikum Foundation, because during my time, I had no information. I was really perishing for lack of knowledge. And there's a lot of people that are hiding behind the scene. And I said, wow, the journey was very, very hard, very difficult to get information. So I said, if I'm here now that I've gone through this, I will be able to assist, which is people, to be able to give some information that they need. And that's when the Victorine Ndikum Foundation was birthed, which was on the 29th of January, 29th of February, 2020. And till now, it was also done in Cameroon as well. And I've had that privilege to meet a lot of people. And a lot of people I met are suffering inside them. And I said, wow, this is something that I wanted to do, because I was the same. So, but there is a way forward. We create a way forward and to educate. So this is why Victorine Ndikum Foundation was birthed.
Auntie Vicky.
Yes, darling.
Sometimes we think that single parent is one way or not the other way. Is there only one? Who is a single parent? Because I personally, I became a single parent before I got married, and I became a single parent after my marriage ended. So I don't know. Sometimes people think that it is easier uh, being a single parent in one way or not in the other way. I just want you, by virtue of your wisdom, to kind of like just show some light on what you think a single parent is all about.
Right. I would go back to one thing. I was brought up by a single parent because my dad died when I was about 14 years old.
14.
So I was brought up by a single parent.
Okay.
And it wasn't an easy journey, but my mom was able to bring up 4 of us, and we are really standing on our own 2 feet right now. A single parent could be some people decide to be single parent, and some people out of divorced, death, being a widow, that's a single parent. And some choices are, some women say, I prefer to just have my children and decide not to marry. And then through other circumstances, you can become a single parent. But, the way my journey has taken me is that a lot of single parents are being stigmatized. I don't know why, because
I
people
don't know why
underrate
too.
you. Yes, they're being stigmatized. I don't know why, but what I'm saying is that it's not about people stigmatizing you, it's for your mindset to be set and focused on what, because you did not choose. You didn't have that choice to become, if you're divorced. I didn't have that choice to be a single parent. My marriage failed. So the person I was with failed. So why would I be stigmatized by other people who I'm still in quote married? It's unacceptable for any human being to judge another person. You need to understand where that person is coming from. A lot of us that were single parent, who are single, I'm saying that I just got married last year, so I tend to mix things all over. I was stigmatized so many times. When I approach somebody, the person is afraid, oh, this woman is gonna steal my husband. I'm like, hang on a minute. I'm just having a conversation. I'm just having a conversation. If the man wants to greet me, it becomes a problem. You know, I was supposed to be in a panel, and because I was a single parent, I was refused that I cannot be in that panel. And I asked myself why. But then again, I look at myself and said, if I'm being stigmatized, it shouldn't matter. I know who Vicky is. I know who I am. Because no matter what you do on this earth, people will still criticize. No matter what we do in this earth, people will still point fingers, look at things and say it their way. But it's for you to say, listen, I know who I am. No matter what you say, I know I have a vision. I know where I'm going. So for every single parent out there, don't get upset that somebody is talking about you because you're a single parent. Don't get upset. What you need to do is change your mindset, shake the dust, and keep walking. Because whether you're a single parent or you're what, or you're married, people will still talk about you in a negative way. But it's for you as a person to take it in and not get upset. They are perishing for lack of knowledge. They don't understand. So you need to be the stronger person here. You need to know yourself. And you are ready to take the bullets. Because you can't walk on this earth without people pointing fingers, without people talking about you, without people accusing you, without people saying things about you. You can't survive. If you are somebody that cannot take those bullets, then you are not prepared to be on social media, because you see all sorts. So I'm here to encourage. The Victorine Ndikum Foundation is here to encourage the single parents to stand up, believe in themselves, liaise with the foundation so that we create an awareness and a way forward for all of us.
Thank you, Auntie Vicky. I just got an aha moment. It is not about the single. Your focus should be about the parenting. So single shouldn't be my focus. I am more interested in parenting because for me, parenting is what matters. What you have is those children, and whether you are married or in a relationship or not, if the children are not well parented, then there's nothing you can say you've achieved or you've done for those children. So we cannot stay and be crying on our civil status, single parenting, single thing, and then we neglect those children. But sometimes, I'm kind of midlife now, 42. I've seen some people and I've spoken to some people. They are so sad. They are so like defeated because they are single, and then they have one or two children. So they neglect the children because they're trying to maybe get another relationship or fight off all of those bullets that single, single, single. What do you think, Auntie Vicky?
The main thing, you see, to be honest with you, when once you're single and you have children, you have to be very, very careful, because that is your pride. You need to focus on your children, yourself. There is a lot to take in. Because I see a lot of people, when once they become single, what they do is that they start to follow the other person. That's what they do. They end up just, oh, I need to go looking for this person. I need to get married. No, your focus is your kids. You need to put 100% on your children. Because the world of today, what is happening now, is very, very difficult. You need to be there for your kids. You need to build that foundation together. Let your children, because they're not going to remain the same. Now, when I become a single parent, my children were age 5 and 4. But my children now, 34, 31, 30.
Wow.
And they remember when they were young what I did. I can't really remember, but the kids, they remember. I had to put down and I had to let go some stuff. You need to see, you will have no life when you're bringing up kids. As long as they are under their roof, you have no life. Take that away. Concentrate on them because they are your future. These are the people that will take care of you, that will stand for you. I am getting that benefit now. I am reaping that benefit now. If you neglect your kids, you are making the biggest mistake of your life. Because I'm reaping that business. Why? I'm reaping it now because I was there for my kids. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but what I'm saying is that I put in. I shifted a lot of things. I put it down for the sake of my kids. And remember, those kids will not remain that age. One day, they will grow up. They will take care of you. Even if they don't take care of you, they will know that their mom was there, their dad was there for them.
Auntie Vicky, you gave me that advice. You gave me that advice, and you even gave me some tools. And I was like, yes, yes, yes. I'm just so grateful. I took a lot of those things to heart, even when I was out there and crying, not being here to personally parent my children. I really want to use this opportunity to thank you. Okay, now we have a comment from Sister Bell. She says that don't you think single parents are somewhat source of the stigma because they auto stigmatize themselves? That is like you feel less than because you're a single parent, and so you kind of throw pity parties, you tell that story all over and all over. You know, you fight some of those fights on social media, you write things, you spend your time, trying to justify why you are miserable. What do you think?
Who wrote that message?
Bell Sonke.
Okay, Bell, yes, we do sometimes, but most of the time, because we are very, very ignorant on the things that we do. If you are a single parent and you're living your life, such a life, I would say it is not me to decide how you live your life. But what I'm saying here is this. If you are a single parent and you have kids and you think you can be going all over the place and disorganizing yourself and not concentrating on your children, then you are making the biggest mistake. I'm not here to say that's how it should be done. I'm using my own platform as my own example to say that when once you concentrate on negativity, when once you start putting more attention, more energy into things that does not matter, what happens is that the one losing. What happens is that you are the one that is not understanding what is going on. But concentrate on your kids and your job. When you concentrate on that, what happens is that you will come to reap the goodness of your family. Because bad things will happen to us in life. God himself did not promise us a smooth sailing. God did not say to us that everything in our life is going to be smooth. No, there are people who will come into your life and make a hell out of you. But you need also to use wisdom in a lot of things that you're doing in life. You have to use wisdom, because when you are bringing up your kids, there are some things that you will see that you will not like. But you as a mother, you as a mother, never use the first child, the second child, or the third child against the other children. You need to bond them together. You need to see, I just need to explain this properly so that everybody should understand. If you are a single parent that has 2 kids or more than 2 children, 3, 4, when once you sit on the table and there is an argument between your 3 kids, never ever gossip the first one to the second one to the third one. Because what you do is you are building a family of hatred. You are building a family that will not bond together. But when once someone says something, one of the children says something, make sure you settle it in love. Don't criticize, because that will haunt you for the rest of your life. When they grow up, the one will remember, my mom used to favor that one. My mom used to tell me that thing. My mom, they are not going to remain that children you think they are right now. But make sure you put your energy to educate them, to be with them, to guide them. I'm not saying that you're going to be perfect. Everything, you will have some obstacles that is going to be along, but don't give up, because it is the end that matters. Stand for your kids, not your energy for social media, not your energy for the man that has left you, who is driving with a car down the road with girlfriends up and down, and you are looking and you don't have things to do. Find something to do for yourself and let go those things. If those things were for you, they will remain. But don't go on social media. I see people writing, you will never see better. You will never do this. God will do this. No, you don't have time for that. Concentrate on yourself and your energy and your home. That is the advice I can give.
Thank you so much, Auntie Vicky. And before I go into the foundation proper now, I want to just, just have you say a word about parents who are in relationships and married, but really feel like they're all alone. They're doing the parenting all alone. You know those kind of parents now. Maybe the other one is so emotionally unavailable, or maybe even physically absent. So you find yourself kind of overwhelmed because you are like, I'm married, but I'm not seeing the other person. And so the children, maybe they're too much for me and they're stubborn and all of those things. What can we say?
Yes, I was married before. And the most important thing, when I got into my marital home, I thought, when I got married the first time, I thought all my problems were over. That's what I thought. No, it's not like that. I thought my problems is over when I got married the first time. That is, see the way I'm thinking. Now, a lot of marriages, as I can say, you can be married, but you are still single. A lot of them on Sunday will wear the same clothes, come out, go to church, hallelujah, praise the name of the Lord. They are still single. They are not tackling the family issues in the house. A lot of marital people don't communicate. This one is doing theirs, this one is doing their own thing. They are not communicating at all. A lot of people, when they get into marriages, they don't understand anything about marriage. So me, I'm talking about it because I have been through it. And believe you me, my marriage now is totally, utterly different, because I understand, and we need to put things in place. We need to, because God has given us that vision. He's given us the key. He's given us the authority. So it is for you personally. It's your growth personally that is going to look, and you're going to use that in order to do the things that you do. Now, if you find a man that is not concentrating on war and the family thing, believe you me, the same thing, concentrate on your kids. But what I find out about us women, we talk too much. We gossip too much. We hold grudges too much. See, we haven't got much time to live on earth here. There is no point for you to be upset and killing yourself inside than you fixing things. You are either in it or you are out of it. We complain too much and we don't do anything about it. That is our problem. We talk too much and there is no solution to anything that we are doing. That is the problem. We confined in a lot of people who does not understand where we are coming or buy our vision. That is the problem. I've seen people sit down and talk about somebody that the person is standing there and that person is talking about me and doesn't even know that this is Vicky talking until somebody says who you are talking about is standing in front of you. I've seen it. Please, let's sit back. Think, look, think inside you, within you. Organize yourself. Be there. Concentrate on one thing because a lot of people are all over the place. Know what you want to do. Friends have taken time of you. Social media, your phone, you are there on yourself. In your house, you cannot. See, there's so many things I can say, but please let every individual take care of themselves so that they'll be able to focus. They'll be able to hear that little voice from God. They'll be able to see things more clearly. Speak less, hear more. We should concentrate on that. When you do that, if you are in debt or anything, you will know that you begin to organize yourself because life is too short. Absolutely. I'm not going to get here, come onto this world, on this earth, and I suffer and I die. And what I leave as a legacy, people will feeling sorry for me. Oh, you see, oh, that woman, I feel sorry for her because all her life, she was only suffering. Suffer. No. Start to organize yourself. I want everyone to look into their inner self and begin to organize themselves to suit their family. Whether there is a man there or no man there, it's up to you how you decide whether you want to be in or you want to be out.
Thank you, Auntie Vicky. So if I'm taking one thing out of this first part of our conversation is that our focus should be on the parenting, on the children we are raising, and on being better versions of ourselves. We shouldn't think that we only have an identity when we get married or if we stay married. Whatever life gives us, we can and we should strive to do something out of it for the good of, our legacy and all of that. Talking about legacy, Auntie Vicky, now this is the foundation, and I was at the launch in Limbe. Oh my goodness. I know you've already told us why you wanted to create this foundation. So now I want you to talk to us about the process, creating it, what has been the journey, the successes, the challenges, and the way forward.
Right. Mary, you see, I always appreciate you in a lot of things. And for me to get to this stage with you, I had to see a lot of things that you've done. And it's your vision that has taken you up to now because you believe in what you're doing. Because if you don't believe in what you're doing, Tom, Dick, and Harry will come and tell you what to do, how to do it, and the next minute you will find yourself in a pit. Now, Victorine Ndikum Foundation, why was it given birth? There was a leech. I saw that it will be good for me because it's a process that I've been through and I need to help people. But with the first time I organized an event here in London, the seats were sold out. And I thought, wow, there's something about it. But due to the pandemic, I had also an event coming up for 500 people. And due to the pandemic, it didn't take place.
Oh no.
So I had to come to Cameroon, because Cameroon is my focus. I decided to come to Cameroon to create the Victorine Ndikum Foundation in Cameroon. That was birthed in October in Limbe, and it was fantastic. And I also want to thank those who supported me 100%. I couldn't be calling names because it would take too long, but I really appreciate all of them, the people who put things together for us to have this to have this great event. Now, a lot of people, when they look at Victorine Ndikum Foundation, a lot of people have different ideas about the foundation. I had a lot of challenges because I'm from here. Most of the time, I don't understand what is happening in Cameroon. I had to register because the Victorine Ndikum Foundation is registered in Cameroon. It's registered. So I have people who are there to support me, to let this vision come alive. So we did the event in Limbe, which was a success. But looking at it, for me, every time I do something, my vision is not the crowd. If I can help one person, that will do me good. The point is, the Victorine Ndikum Foundation is not in competition. I am not running a race with anybody. I am creating. I'm there to serve. I'm there to create awareness. I'm there to help people because it's something I've been through. But the way a lot of people are taking the Victorine Ndikum Foundation is as if I am in competition with other foundations or with other people. I will only be in competition with myself because I will be able to do the time that I have structured the foundation of Victorine Ndikum Foundation. That will come alive. I shouldn't be rushed by anybody. I created this vision. I have this vision. I know what is good because the thing is, I'm not going to do something that I will fail. But a lot of people will see, you do the foundation, you've created it. Oh, the next day, oh, what's happening with Victorine Ndikum Foundation? They haven't got the office. They haven't got the platform. We are not seeing anything. People like to talk and there's no action. So if I have this vision, what is your problem? What are the people's problem? If the time is right for Victorine Ndikum Foundation to do the next project, it will be up to the CEO. The people, you don't build a house on one day. Come on now, people. People want to rush you so that at the end of the day, you will go and fall somewhere. No, that is not how I look at it. I have the vision. God has given me that vision. God has given me the tool. So you wait. When we have organized stuff, then there is a way forward. We'll put things in place. But don't stand and say something that is not there. Because if you say something that is not there, it's going to go back to you. My foundation, the vision that I have, we take it slowly but surely. It's not on anybody's pace. Because if you are running a race with somebody that does not know your vision, that does not buy your vision, then you don't know what you're doing. But we, the Victorine Ndikum Foundation, those who are for us, understand where we are going and what is happening. We are working wonderfully, greatly, I reassure you, behind the scene. And believe you me, when that will come out, those people who are saying things, they will have no leg to stand on. That is why you have to be strong and positive and know who you are to be on this earth. Otherwise, anybody will jump on your train. Anybody will come in and tell you what to do. how to do it, where to go, how it's going to be. No, you don't. You listen more and you talk less. It's my time of listening. It's my time of building my foundation. And now it will rise up. And when that time is right, we will come out and you will see what we've done. Thank you, Marie.
Wow,
Thank
wow,
you.
wow, wow, wow. Auntie Vicky, wow. So this is what Grandson Bell says once more. My sister, that competition issue should not blind your vision. And I love this because we kind of are together, and I have also felt it in Cameroon, and I just decided to not even bother about what people say and who is doing what already and all of those things. We tried in the beginning to kind of like get some other associations on board, create a platform, but we realized that it wasn't going to work because people had different ideas, and only the stress from the other people, trying to distract you with arguments and all of those things could actually derail you. And yet, there's enough space for all of us. I think there's so much work on the ground. Like, I mean, one organization, two, three, four, they cannot even do everything. Even the government, the social affairs, all of them are overwhelmed. So I really think that you are so right in saying we should focus on what we are doing, why we are doing it, how we are doing it, because no two people can have the same, all of those things. No two people. And so if there's anything I am doing which you are also doing and we can collaborate in that area, then I'll be very happy to kind of work with you if I see that you are focused on the work too. But if not, I don't see why we should be enemies because uh, I'm doing something similar to what you are doing. Right, Auntie?
Absolutely. The thing is, a lot of people I've seen, especially in our Cameroonian community, when you are doing something and they are competing with you, oh, they are saying, look at her, she's copying what this person is doing. She's trying to do the same thing. When you go to a market, how many people do you see selling arrow?
So
How many
many.
people do you see selling beans? How many people? We alone, each and every one, if we merge together, we can do it greater. But what people do is that what attitude? You see, this is the thing. To be honest with you, Marie, I am a very strong person. If you call my name or you call the organization that you want to put it down, you're putting down yourself. Because I know I have fallen so many times. I like to go around with people who have had issues. I don't want to go around with, oh, you see, I've been married. I've never divorced. I'm straightforward. Oh, everything has worked well for me. I don't want to rub my shoulders with the people. No. Victorine, me, myself, sitting here today, if you are not a strong person, if you are the person that cannot take decision, you can't move. You can't win. Because the world of today is full of hatred, it's full of envy, it's full of so many things, lies, deceit, you call it. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. But you know one thing, if I see my sister like you, Marie, doing something, I will say, Marie, can we do this together? What do you think? But other people, they will go around, they say, look at her, how she's doing. That's not how it should be done. They are talking and talking and talking. We are talking and talking all the time and doing nothing. And such people who are talking and talking is not on my list. But what I'm saying here is that you as an individual need to know who you are. You as an individual needs to follow your vision. Not somebody from out there will come and displace you from what you are focused at. So we need to be very careful who are standing with us. We need to be very careful. We need to be wise. We need to use wisdom in what we are doing.
And Auntie Vicky, I think that if you are focused on your vision, you will not even have time to maybe try to evaluate what another person is doing or maybe have an opinion about what they are doing. Like I sitting here, I mean, I don't even want to say I'm not perfect, but it's just not my business the way you run your foundation, the way Branson Bell runs her own. Now, if I can cooperate with you on anything, I do it. And then I continue. Nobody is asking me what I am doing, and I'm not asking nobody what they are doing. I can ask you for some advice. Somebody can ask me for my opinion on something. But for me, that's it. I don't really know where uh, all of that comes from. But I've just learned how not to be bothered about that and to be true to my own self. So that's why I kind of like invite people who want to come and talk about it. It's not because I lack what to do and all of that. No, I just feel like maybe people don't even have the right information. They don't even know what people are really doing and why. And that's why sometimes they, maybe they run their mouth of stuff. But if they listen to those people speak themselves, they might have more information and might withhold themselves from, passing judgment, making those cynical comments and stuff like that.
Yeah. Marie, whatever things you hear people talking about, I would say it's part of the growth.
Okay.
It's part of the growth because there should be an angel and the other side, Satan is on the other side. Those two, you will learn from the person who is the Satan, and you will learn from the angel. Now, the person that you are right now is different from the person when I met you before.
Yeah,
you have grown so much and you know where to place your priorities. Now, somebody will look at me, oh, I've come from London to do the Victorine Ndikum Foundation. Oh, she brought money. There is nothing to take. If you're coming for the foundation, you are coming to build the foundation. There's nothing there to take. I see things, but I make sometimes as if I don't see. But let nobody, I will say this in plain language. If I need to help you, you need to make a commitment. The Victorine Ndikum Foundation will not be following you in your house to help you there. No, you need to come and see us and meet those conditions. Because if you are not willing to meet those conditions, then forget it. Who is there to be following you behind you? Who is there to do that? If you haven't got a commitment, I don't have things to throw away. I better just come with my foundation, go to hospitals, give things to people. I don't have time to waste. I don't have time. I don't take nonsense. Because I see that in what I've seen so far, people think I'm stupid, but I'm not. I see, but I don't say. I have a stand. You need to make a stand in what you believe in. I am not in competition. Victorine Ndikum, I am the one who set up this foundation. Allow me to grow. Allow me to see. So what during this pandemic, coming back from Cameroon, we are still at the pandemic now. I'm at home. So what God has taught me, a lot of things. I have seen a lot. I've heard a lot. So what he's doing before we launch out and again, or we come to do anything in Cameroon, is equipping me, preparing me. Because you cannot go to the farm without a preparation. You need to make sure your hoe is there. Whatever you are doing is ready for you to carry. So what this time is doing to me is knowing the people that are with me to build up this foundation. I know the people that are encouraging me for this foundation. So if you are not here to encourage or to build or to be with me, then you shouldn't be with me. Hey, there's so many things out there that I can do. I didn't force anybody to come to Victorine Ndikum Foundation to say, I'm going to stick here, I'm going to be there, I'm this and this, and you talk about the Victorine Ndikum Foundation and you think I'm going to be upset. No, I am moving. I'm a moving train. I am a moving train. Victorine Ndikum Foundation will stand, and the people that are for Victorine Ndikum Foundation will be there with me, and the people and the other foundation want to work with me for us to work together and do things together. We know what we are doing, Marie. We know what we are doing. Let no man bring you down. You have worked so fast. You have worked so hard. Let nobody bring you down. Let it be your time, and overall, let it stand on God's foundation, and let it be on God's time. Human beings, we are funny, but you know what? We know the tricks of the devil, and we are not going to tolerate anybody that is going to put us down, anybody that thinks they're better off than anybody. No, it would be unacceptable.
Auntie Vicky, well, thank
Darling.
you. So, Grandson Bell just said, Sister Vicky, I have come to the realization that the causes should be our focus, and those who align like Marie, we work together. And then she also says we need loads of encouragers, and we should be our number one fans. And I want to say that this is something that I also realized like 6 months after I created Hope. I had so much hope to kind of like just work with people, la, 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 la. But I quickly realized it wasn't going to work out that way. And I
Yes.
did a retreat. I went on a fast, and my spirit told me, no, this is not how it's going to work out. And you will have to be very focused on the things you do, the people you are helping, like the children who are being abused and stuff. That's your focus. If there's any organization that wants you to cooperate on any particular area, or you think you can work with them, fine, but don't think that you're just going to join and become partners and everything is just going to work out the way you had been thinking. So I think that's why you say I am much different. And yeah, that comes with listening a lot to your spirit, counting a lot on God. And I also want to say that this, I'm wearing my grandmother's fabric. She actually instilled all of this in me without me knowing. My grandmother she was a single parent too, and she was a very involved woman in the community. She created the first cooperative for women. She was the first woman in her village to inherit from her father. She went to court to get that right, to get the judgment. So my grandmother's nickname is Andefe, like independence. She was involved in politics. I mean, that's 50 years ago and stuff like that. So you see that it went through my grandmother to my mother to me. So when I sometimes have some little challenges and I think about my ancestry, my grandmother in particular, that's the one I know because I met my grandmother. I'm like, hey, I used to see my grandmother walk on foot to go to faraway places to do stuff. And I remember even when people would say things, and my mother, for example, would think she should be so angry, she should stop talking to people. And my mother would ask her, but why do you keep doing so and so things whereas people are saying so and so? I don't know what she would tell my mother, but I know that she used to just continue to do the things maybe in a different way. And so I am like, okay, step back, look very closely, look at people who are older than you and who are doing things with integrity and, with all of this, relate. And when it's time to move on without bitterness. And so it really helped me. And that's why I connect now the way I do because I first of all put it in prayers, and then I see the way things go, and then I listen to these people like you. I've just been listening, and then I'm like, okay. So I wanted to ask you, Auntie Vicky, what next with the foundation? Like you said, Cameroon is your focus, and there are many single parents in Cameroon. I know because some of them reach out to me, and some are there on social media. But when I put up a post and I say, what can we do? Nobody is replying, maybe one person. When I create the WhatsApp group and I'm like, what can we do? Nobody is replying. I'm just wondering, is everybody okay, or what do people want us to do? So what are you prepared to do, Auntie Vicky?
The thing is, the thing about it is that this is a problem that is everywhere. But you know one thing, the only thing every single human being has a choice. I'm creating something that I'm not going to be running behind people. It's up to them. If I create a group and you put up this and you put up this. Move on. Don't even bother. Because the thing is, you can't force anyone for anything. It's up to them, an individual. You're trying to help. They wouldn't understand. That is why I say to you, if I have to help the single parents right now, they have to make a commitment. Because what's the point if I can have one or two people, not when I have food, I have something to give, then that's why people are coming. Or they need, oh, let me go and tell auntie, well, my son needs school fees. That's when they are coming. When you want to give them something, that's when they are committed. Whether those things are available, you should be committed. If you are not committed, I'm not there to follow you, to drag you. Because even Jesus, when I go back to the scripture, what did he say when he was going into his journey? He said, come follow me. When he said, come follow me, he gave you the choice. You decide to follow me or not to follow me. So if you have your foundation, you've gone so far, Marie, you've got your office, you've got your home, believe you me, it is a plus. The people who want to come with you, the doors are open. The people who don't go knocking on their doors, because that is not your job to be knocking on their doors. They need to make up their mind. There are some people that you can take a horse to the water, you can't force it to drink water.
No.
You need to just create, even if it's one or two, where you are acceptable, you go there. If you are not, you don't lack things to do. Someone said, Victorine Ndikum, I'm going to give this. When are you giving this? When are you giving that? I am there to serve, and I want to see you, what you are doing. Not one event that we did in Limbe, and people put so much effort, and we give away. I spent a lot of money. I didn't ask anybody a penny. And then someone is telling me, when is the next? Next what? I'm running my race.
So that you should give us more savon.
Yes. I'm running my race.
Give more savon.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's about building. So when we're going to be having classes and things to encourage people, I'm not going to take my 100,000, give it to one individual without impacting their life, without telling them, showing them how it's going to be, how it's going to be. No, some people, their mindset is totally, they don't understand. It was just a welcome package. Now, when I come, it's the real business. Are you in it or you are out of it? Because if you don't set yourself, you don't organize yourself, people will walk over you. People will do it. We are so greedy. We are so, I don't know what to say, to be honest with you. There are some people that you have helped. Some people that I have helped. And I come to Cameroon and you see the way they behave. Oh my God. You will just keep quiet and say, well, we thank God for their growth. So you just smile. You just smile. But you know what? You don't even get upset about it, because that person is teaching you who they are. It's nothing to do with, I shouldn't blame myself with a lot of things. I've done my own bit. I've helped a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people have helped me. But let us not forget where we come from. Let's not forget the hand that fed you. A lot of people do that. And they think one day we all are going to leave this earth. Believe you me, if you don't organize yourself, Marie, if you don't say, let your no be no and let your yes be yes, what you will get into a pit, and people will rub you around things that you're not supposed to be inside. But once you put things straight, once you put things down in writing, I'm not rushing. There's a lot of people who have passed away today, leaving a legacy, houses, story building, everything, and they are gone. Who are the people inheriting these things. People who are lazy, who can't do anything, they are the ones who have inherited, and they are going around squandering it. You see how life is? Do the little bit that you can, so as you live. Concentrate on your kids, because they are the one that's going to give you a defeating barrier. All these people that are coming into your life, the good ones that come, embrace them. The one that tries to make you problem, say, ho, ho, I'm not part of it, oh. Because if you don't do that, you can't live around people. I hope it answers your question, Marie. So
yeah,
sometimes I can go overboard.
No. And when I'm listening to a wise woman, wise elder, I can go on and on. This has been me from childhood, though. Auntie Vicky, I want to thank you so much, and I want to just kind of sum it up by saying, people who want to commit, the door is open. I put the links there, and you can contact the Victorine Ndikum Foundation on their Facebook page or on their website. You can reach out to me. I can always put you in contact. The group is open on WhatsApp if you want to join, but I really want people who are committed, who can come up with ideas and who can follow through. The mentality I have sadly seen is people think that you need to babysit them, um, you need to do things for them. I learned how to do things for myself with support. Not that people did things for me. I did things for myself with support. And you reach out so that people can support you. And people see how serious you appreciate their support and what you do with the little you get, then they can give you more. But if they don't see that, of course, they're not going to support you the next time. And support must not only be material, money, soap, and stuff like that. That's why I love the idea of workshops, people coming together and talking. I don't like just giving money out to people, just organizing events and people coming and eating and then going back and say, the event was successful. What was successful about the event? Uh, so,
Exactly.
like we had said, quality over quantity, we don't need a crowd. If we can
Yes.
help 2, 3, 4, 5 single parents, I think that's good, right?
That's it. That's it. I'm really, look, the point is, the foundation is ready to do so. I've lived here for almost 45 years in this country. Wow. Cameroon is my country. I love my country. I love that the country should be in peace, because a lot of us want to come back home. We want to come back home. We want to bring back, because this is not my country. This is not, I came here to study, got married here, had children, divorced, I've remarried again. It's a privilege for me. I want to come home. But yeah, we need to put things in place. You can't just say, I'm packing my bags, I'm coming home, and you just come. You don't just come home like that. You've opened a foundation. You don't just open a place, put people there, leave them and go, and you don't do that. You plan. You plan. You make sure that what you're doing the right thing. That's what it is. I meet people like you. You've been through it. You will tell me, oh, this is how it goes here. Oh, this is how they do it here. Yeah, that's how I do. So I'm taking my time. So I'm just saying, let nobody push me to go and do something that I don't want to do. Every day, noise on your head. Oh, we should be able to, there should be something going on with Victorine. Yes, there should be. We are not saying it, but we are working something in the background. And it will come alight, and everyone will see if they want to see. And you can be part of it if you want to be part of it. If you don't want to be part of it, it's fine. I'm not going to have high blood pressure because someone didn't do something for me. I don't have time. Why would I have achieved so much? God has blessed me so much. And what is the rush about? What is the anger? I don't want to die now, for goodness sake. I'm still a fine, pretty woman. That's why, I'm ready to serve. I'm ready to serve. Let nobody push me. I see a lot of things all the time, and I'm saying this to you, Marie. Thank you so much. It's people like you give a lot of people, like we are out here, we don't know what's going on down there. You encourage me that, Auntie Vicky, you better come here. How many people have encouraged me? but they're only talking. Send me this, send me that, send me money, send me that. You know? So we come and see for ourselves, and hopefully the way forward for Victorine Ndikum Foundation, the way forward, there's a lot of things behind the scene, Marie. There's a lot of things with the National Lottery, a lot of things with the United Nations. Victorine Ndikum Foundation is not something that people see it and be thinking, oh, yeah, look at her, look at this. I'm working behind the scene. And those who are there right up till now will benefit from Victorine Ndikum Foundation, because we are working behind the scene. And one of these weeks or months, you will see what will come up for the foundation, foundation to help people. But they need to be committed.
Yeah. And I don't think that you're bringing millions of pounds to just be pumping in. The foundation has to, at some point, do things that are sustainable, that can generate income. That's what I'm also looking at. And that's why I'm not just interested in organizing events anymore and doing all of those things. I'm thinking about things I can do that can generate income, and how I can have good relations with people who want to support and see what exactly you are doing and what impact what you are doing is having on the few people you are helping. I really want to thank you, Auntie Vicky, and I'm not going to say bye-bye without a special shout out to your darling husband, Mr. Mundi. They used to say behind every successful man there is a woman. But we are going to turn that sentence around today and say behind every great woman there is a great man. I think it's time for equal, and I mean, it's okay, right, Auntie Vicky? There's nothing that says because you divorce, you can never remarry or you can never get married to a great man. Some single parents give up also because they think, oh, I'm never going to find love again. I'm not going to meet somebody who can understand me and take me with my children. He mustn't take you with those children. Your children are grown up now. So nobody is taking children in. And that's really what I'm looking at now. I'm like, I'm not even looking for somebody who's going to take me with my boys. No, 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 no. Like, I just want to just be doing my thing and then, just bring up those boys. And then maybe one day too, like Auntie Vicky, somebody will come in when the boys will have been out of the nest, right? So there wouldn't be any issue of like the boys there. And
Marie, you see, this relationship, a lot of single parents, I wouldn't know what they've done is they've put a brick wall in front of them. Yes, to say, I'm not going to go, someone hurt me. I'm not going to go down that route. If I didn't do it before, it's because of the journey, the things that I was going through. But never say never. Never say full stop. Because God encourages marriage. If somebody walks out of my life, I'm not going to force that person to come to me. At our age now, we need that companionship. We do. We will disagree to agree. There are things that will come up, but you need to understand that if you are somebody that wants to get married, there are some things being single for 26 years is not a joke. I was the man of the house, the woman of the house. I had to go for counseling, how to be with a man. I identified that I have been too strong. I've been on my own for a long time. You can have boyfriends here and there, but it's not the same. A husband is totally different. If you know you're not going to submit to a man, don't even try it. Don't even try it. Because if you don't, God says submit, and God says he should love. There should be there should be 50-50 somewhere. Otherwise, it's not going to work. But the good news is I found my soulmate. I'm proud to say that. I can easily just say that because I have a conversation with him. He understands me. Since I was 13 years old, he knew me. But we go our separate path. So a lot of times is that we have put our life in a hole because someone has hurt us. But remember, when you were born on your own. So when somebody hurts you, you need to move on. You need to stop killing yourself, holding grudges, fighting with your with the children's father all the time, with the children's mother all the time. Why are you fighting? Come to a compromise. You don't want to be all this bad mouthing, dragging the children here and there. What is, let go. The time you will go away, you will not, if something happens to you, that person will come to your rescue. Don't leave a relationship where there is too much argument, too much fighting. You need to let that go. Let it go. Let it go. So try to live your life away from issues, problems. Try to solve. Be a solver than to add injuries into problems. Marie.
Wow, 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 Auntie Vicky. So much, so much, so much. Thank you so much. And I have learned so much. And I have, well, whoever watches and learns something too fine, I'm not going to beg anybody and say, did you learn anything? No, me, I've learned my own and I keep it in my heart. And I can't wait for you to come back. So we see how we will move on and how much support I can give you and how much support you can give me. I'm just so grateful at my age to be in the circle of big sisters like you. So I don't take it for granted. And I learn a lot. And one last word is that there is hope. I mean, if after 26 years you can go back to that same council or to a council and sign, man, Auntie Vicky. Well, whatever, as you said, it's not a race, it's not a competition. So everybody's path is unique. And so I just appreciate you for sharing your own and for taking it a step forward by creating the foundation and for having all of this vision and for knowing that it is progressively and yeah, that's what matters. It's all about impact, impacting your own self, impacting other people. And that's why I call it Impact Talks. Thank you so much, Auntie Vicky. This is the first Impact Talk of 2021. It's so special. I had to wear my grandmother on me so that I can feel her as I'm sitting here. And
Yes.
I think that this is it, Auntie Vicky. If you have any final words, just say it, and then we are good.
No, Marie, not much to say, but to thank everyone that has been listening. And I also, the sister that has been with us, writing comments and stuff, I want to get to know her. I want to thank her as well, for being there, taking that time out. And you being the last person, I want to say, Marie, I appreciate you. And may God bless you.
Bye bye, Auntie Vicky.
Thank you very much.